Hey everybody, I'm back with a little bit of Terraria. So, I've been down here trying to farm for Ichor. It has been going slower than normal for doing this because of the hallowed, but I figure I can do a little bit of terraforming as we go. Got a little bit of I'm trying to convert, since we have so little Crimtane on this world, I'm trying to do what I can to convert a little bit of stone into new Crimtane. Just by building out like this. It's rare that you really need to make an effort to make Crimtane, but you know, we've got this nasty little area that's hollowed and ice, and so many different types of enemies are spawning. Most of them are hollowed. I'd say the enemies I'm getting down here have been hollowed mostly, closely followed by ice, and then very few actual crimson and underground enemies. I do have my depth meter on for a little bit, so I know that we're low enough to be getting what we need, but we're just not really getting it. I can come up here a little bit. You know, where I should be getting Crimtane from is, like, up here. Because this stuff's too high for us to need, so I might as well... I'm probably going to make artificial Crimtane in our main world at some point. Just by transplanting some of this. Looks like it's about to be night, so that will be helpful, for sure. We can't get the enemies we want on the surface, so I'm not even bothering to look to see what's over there, really. Guess I'll check to make sure no vitamins dropped or anything. So these rain guys? It's not... Is it snowing? Oh, it is raining. Okay, so... You guys know the drill for rain. We switched gears from, How much longer is it going to be raining, though? It doesn't look like we're going to get too much rain. Or at least it seems light. Sometimes when it's light, it stops. Sometimes it doesn't. I still don't have a blue candle. I have not gone and remedied that. I probably should. But yeah, switching gears, trying to get that that Nimbus cloud really is my priority right now. Where's the dungeon? I'm tempted to run to the dungeon and I guess it's over that way. Not right now. Well, I want to maximize this rain, but after this I might run to the dungeon really quickly just to get a water candle. The spawn rate just in the daytime in the forest, even in hard mode, is just abysmal. I can't tell what time of day it is, if it's getting later or... I think it's like afternoon. Really like to see some Nimbus clouds. I guess we'll have to kill Skeletron if we want a chance of getting a water candle, because we haven't even seen the jungle on this map. Or the dungeon, I mean. Sorry if I don't have a ton to say. This is just kind of like a farming episode. Should be... It's really awkward to farm in the surfaced forest just because there's no... There's nothing like making things spawn more. It's kind of dead. We were at least getting Nimbuses the first time we tried this. We might have like a new moon or a full moon, one or the other. Full moons lower the spawn cap by 10%, I think, somewhere around there. Which can affect things. There's a Nimbus, finally. Didn't get what we want. I don't expect to anytime soon either, because it's a 6% chance to drop. But normally the enemy is common enough that you get a shot at it at least. I feel like it can show up in the ice, and maybe the ice is where I normally get it, because I don't know, just the spawn rate here seems terrible of anything. Night has helped a ton, as I'm sure you can tell. Just the fact that we are getting any enemies coming around. Was that a possessed armor clinking, or was that a mimic clinking? Probably a possessed armor. It kind of sounded like a mimic, though. I can't quite tell the difference. I think they do use a different sound effect, though, just ever so slightly. Getting angry, it's definitely best to do this at night, when it's like raining at night. Because we're at least getting angry Nimbuses to spawn now. I really would like a Nimbus Rod. It would be a very helpful item. What it is it's like the Crimson Rod that makes a little cloud of caustic rain, or what, you know, damaging rain particles, however you want to call it. But the Nimbus cloud actually does a lot of damage, a substantial amount of damage. It doesn't... Again, it's one of those items that you really have to use, not just trust the... Like, you can't look at items in Terraria and look at their stats and like always go with the one that has 10 more damage or 5 more damage or whatever, because some things hit way more often than others. Like something that might be piercing, for example, might be way more damaging than something that just has a lot of damage. Even if their speed looks the same, just the fact that one's piercing could in practice be like a crazy difference. Trying to murder this worm in case you're wondering. He's not dead, he's just like sleeping or whatever. There we go, got him. That's what hard mode's all about, killing defenseless 5 health critters. Oh, and the other thing that the Nimbus Cloud has over the Crimson, the one that you get from breaking Crimson Hearts, is it does, you can have 2 out at once. It's also very mana efficient. Like, let's say you're playing as more of like a melee character. The Nimbus, the Nimbus Cloud or Nimbus Rod or whatever it is actually great for melee characters because it doesn't take much. Like, you don't have to have like a mana helmet or have like 300 mana or anything. When you cast a cloud, it lasts a full minute. So you get one out and then you know, it just sits there and just does a ton of damage for the mana cost. We're getting really lucky with how much it's been raining, but we haven't been getting lucky with drops, I guess. This is not like an essential item, like we don't need it right away, but it'd be nice to have sooner rather than later. Seems like running over to the desert is good for getting these guys to spawn. I don't know if that's just confirmation bias or whatever, but seems to be doing a little bit. What are you guys shooting at? Oh, just this guy. Just mummies over here. Come on, let's give me one more cloud. I feel like when I normally get this item is during the chaos of like Blood Moon, like if it's raining on a Blood Moon. Like you just get you just get everything you need. If you're fighting an enemy during a Blood Moon, it'll spawn enough that however rare the drop is, you'll get it. Or more like however rare the enemy is, you know, if they have a drop, you'll finally see the enemy show up in a good amount. This Nimbus Cloud guy, he might count as a caster for some reason, because he has an attack that resembles a magic weapon. And in the spawn calculations, casters count for 3, like a value of 3. And it's like, how's the math work for spawns? Bats, most bats and... Yeah, most bats are 1/2. Then pretty much all warrior AI, a lot of enemies are 2, or are, sorry, are 1. So most things are 1. Then 2, you have like worms and stuff. Oh, I don't want a goblin army right now. Really? Can I just go to like a really far away forest and ignore the goblin army? Oh, you could have dropped what I needed, then I wouldn't have to worry about it, man. See, that came over the desert. I mean, we were close to forest, but I have to wonder about where these clouds can show up. Okay, so here's where we're gonna farm, because I don't think goblins will come out this far. Hopefully I'm right. If I see a goblin, I'm gonna be sad. What are you guys shooting at? Just... That's good. No goblins over here. This is starting to get eaten away by the, Crimson a little bit. That's fine. I'm getting the feeling that like someone's gonna be watching these videos and is gonna be like, you walked by a Nimbus rod on the ground and it was at such and such time frame, and I'm gonna be like, oh damn, that sucks. Wouldn't put it past me. It is daytime, which means that without the daytime, it might not even be worth standing out here without a water candle. I'm gonna launch myself into the air, see how high I can fly. It's pretty high. That help the situation any? I got some mummies. And I've not been to that Sky Island, so I'm gonna go back up there. We look at all that beautiful platinum that we, of course, do not need, but nice to see it anyway. This is weird. Normally you see a table and chair up here. Star Fury I don't care about. Where are torches? Iron bars I actually like. Trash that. Trash the wooden arrows. Want the chest. Going after that Sky Island seemed to help the drop rate, but we didn't get what we wanted out of it. Or seemed to help things spawn down here. So that's what we'll do, we'll just charge up this thing. We'll come back down and hope for spawns. I might end up farming this item off camera, just doing this stuff because it'll just be easier to not bore you guys. There's Wyvern. Wyverns are really easy once you get wings. That's the irony of Wyverns. Oops. Better not die after saying that these guys were easy. Yep. And it's no longer raining. Okay, so that was that was like a 20-minute episode where nothing happened. We won't end it here. Oh right, goblins. I don't care about goblins. Why are you outside in the middle of a goblin invasion? Glad you are. You can have that Star Fury, the raincoat, the feather. Put that there. Wait a minute, I have got like a ton of Crimtane in here. Or, yeah, Crimstone block. It's good to know about. Quickly show you guys how overpowered I've become as we crush this goblin invasion very quickly. Get a little bit of money out of it. Yeah, goblins. They've clearly fixed a bug with Terraria that used to be really annoying. It used to be in Terraria, and I can't guarantee that this was all the time, but very, very frequently, I think maybe 100% of the time, if you went into hard mode and got a goblin invasion, it would be a pirate invasion your first time in hard mode. And it was really annoying because it meant that very, very early you would be dealing with pirates, like way before you can handle it. It was just generally rough to have to fight pirates really early. You'd be fighting them in like cobalt armor, which is garbage. Cobalt armor is like barely better than platinum. If it is better than platinum, I don't even know if it is. It might not be. But yeah, pirate invasions used to happen way too frequently, way too early. Or not frequently, but there would just be that one. Like you'd compare notes with your friends and you'd be like, did you get a pirate invasion on like your second night of hard mode? And yes, for, you know, everybody. Talk about how many times you died. Alright, now I have to be back on my game because we're down in Scaryville. Where I've put our wizard in like a little safe jail. Protect him. But yeah, as I was saying about spawn rates, a lot of some of the casters are 3 for their value. They count as 3 enemies. And they can clog up your spawns a little bit. But I believe that the only casters who count that way are teleporting casters, like the Dark Caster in the dungeon, Tim and the Rune Wizard and the hard mode equivalent of the dark casters. Those might be the only casters that count as 3. I mean, not the only ones, but anybody who can teleport and cast magic. I don't know exactly how it works. And then most bosses are 5. They count, like, that's why you can get Plantera and still have jungle enemies around, is because Plantera counts as 5 enemies. So clear off a little bit of the field, but you can still get random crap. So I was seeing, I can prove that by my 7 Ichor that I've seen the Ichor guys here, but it's been slow going, killing them, finding them. It's possible that I should just, like, excavate out a huge area and then start laying down, like, some serious crimtane. Or crimstone, whatever. These guys actually need their, I need their trifold map for the Ankh Charm, so I don't mind fighting a bunch of cave bats. Cave bats have been showing up like crazy down here. Souls of Night I also need. I have about half the ones I need. And about a quarter of the Ichor that I need. There's a little bit. So that's the enemy we're looking for, but we're not finding enough of them. All we really need is a little bit of good luck to get there. These guys, I don't know if you can see them on the screen very well, but there's a semi-transparent enemy that we just fought that we need their, we need what they drop for Ankh Shield. Yeah, things aren't going too badly in the Ichor department. Oh, awesome. I really wanted this. So we just, if you missed it, we just fought an Ice Mimic. And it dropped a Nimble Frostbrand. Which means I can retire my Dark Lance. And now my new main, maybe not my main weapon, I might still use the Thorn Chakram, but this is going to be a pretty good sword for doing swordish things. It's got about the same amount of damage as a little bit more base damage than the Knight's Edge. And it shoots an Icy Bolt very infrequently, but hey, projectiles are nice. And it's actually, yeah, I don't know. I've gotten this really early hard mode once and I loved it. I think I'm gonna leave our Thorn Chakram as the #1 slot, but I'm gonna play around with this Frostbrand for a little bit. Really happy to have found it. Those Hollow Slimes do way more damage than I ever gave them credit for before. I never thought of them as something that I had to even think about. So all of a sudden we're having good luck with the Ichor. I guess we just have had to take the right pattern around here. Maybe adding this little bit really helped. I'll tell you, the having an NPC down here is not helping our spawn rate. It's cutting it into about 3/4, I think. But I mean, we're in underground corruption. I'm not too worried. Underground Crimson, same difference, I think, more or less. I feel like we're not really in danger of dying to these guys as long as I remember to heal. Oh, there's our goblin. We have too many NPCs down here now. I don't want to have I don't want to have 2 NPCs down where we're farming. Poor goblin. I mean, they don't seem to be hurting things too much so far. There's the trifold map that we need for the Ankh Charm, so maybe it was just some good luck. I don't know. They should be cutting our spawn rate in half, but there's an Ice Mimic. And an Ice Bow. That's excellent. I mean, all of the things that the Ice Mimic drops are great items. I'm liking this little area now. This little loop that we've got established. We almost have enough Souls of Night, but we're still only 2/3 of the way to the amount of Ichor we need. I might do some of it off camera, but I don't know. If I recall, viewers don't mind too much off-camera work for this kind of thing. It's not like we're really in too much danger of dying to random stuff down here. How much is this doing? 31? That Nimble Sword, if we actually hit with it, is going to be a lot more damage. What died down here? I felt like I heard a Mimic, but I don't see where it died. Now I'm going to wonder forever if it was just a, if it was just an armor guy, or if it was an Ice Mimic. Whoa. That jellyfish did a number on me. Oh, there's a lot of stuff in this water. I don't know if I want to be messing around. I hate to think that I'm missing an ice mimic drop, but I don't think I am. I heard clanking. Oh, it's one of these guys that was causing it. That's what it was. Yeah, because they have a lot less defense than the mimics. I thought a mimic died rather quickly for being off screen. Getting good luck with that Ichor. It's not going too badly. Pretty soon we'll have all that we need for the Golden Shower. At some point, I will farm up a little bit extra, probably off camera, for making. Well, I wonder why those bunnies aren't turning corrupt. Aren't bunnies in the corruption supposed to turn corrupt? Confused by that. I forget if the merman has a drop that I want or not. It might not. NPCs, if you're wondering, they have 250 health and they have a defense of 15. So they have okay defense. I don't know if they heal faster than regular people or if they heal the same. I think they might heal the same. Whoa, what was on me for a bit? Something was like right in my face, I think. Yeah, I feel like these guys have cut the spawn rate in here down a little bit, which is unfortunate. Might need to build some housing for them off camera. I do have some arrows, so I could show off this ice bow. It's not going to be anything too special without... I've got 5 arrows, so I better make them count, right? Ooh, hey buddy. I shoot you with my ice bow a little bit. And he dropped another ice bow, yep. Another one without any modifiers. Let's go ahead and sell the second one while we're here. Walking around with half a plat in an area where I might die. Not too worried about it for whatever reason. Yeah, the ice bow is not going to do us. I'm not going to be really using it. I do need to remember at some point to retire that Hornet Staff, because as much fun as the Hornet Staff is, we aren't really going to be using it anytime soon. That little ice fairy guy, I'd like to get his drop at some point. Hey, there's another one of these guys. And another. It seems like ducking right down here is like what causes them to come up. I don't know why that would be though. Maybe it's because while I'm down here I'm clearing out... Wow, like clockwork. And we have 30 exactly. Let's go for one more. Just to just so that I can put a little bit of ichor in my chests. And also have enough to make ichor bullets would be nice. Ooh, there's some unbroken guys up here. Wouldn't mind messing around with them. could very easily result in the deaths of these NPCs who are down here, but I'm not going to be too worried about it. Frostwings are so nice. They're so much better than I give them credit for every time. Yep, like we could just come up here all the way from down there without any trouble. Would have been nice to get vitamins while we're down here, but at least we got one of the Ankh Charm things done. I keep seeing the fire from my imp and thinking that it's the Ichor shot. Plenty of Souls of Light for whatever we need those for later. Making a fairy bell at some point, much farther down the road. Here we go. Last little bit of Ichor. That'll be enough for a handful of Ichor bullets, and oop. What is this, snowflakes? I guess I won't really need Ichor bullets, though, if I'm making a golden shower. Never hurts. I'd love to get more Souls of Night down here, because we have a little bit more than we need, but we're gonna need them for other things. One of our NPCs died. Poor NPC. Oh yeah, you got him, didn't you? Ooh, Pigron. Pigron showed up at the wrong time. Okay, that went really well. We got an Ankh Charm piece this episode. I know that doesn't sound productive now, but Ankh Charm is going to be, or Ankh Shield rather, is going to be a accessory that we use for almost forever once we finally make it. And we got the stuff to build. In fact, let's go make it right now. This hasn't been that long of an episode. Go right down to the bookshelf. I guess I could have... There's probably a bookshelf on that world I could have made it at. But we have the Spell Tome, we have the Ichor, and we have the Souls of Night. We can make a Golden Shower, which is a really good weapon. And I'll show it off. Find an enemy to use it on. One of the things I love about this is not only does it do a ton of damage, but even if you're not playing as a caster, you can still reasonably stun lock with it, because it uses so little mana. Like, look at how much mana we had left using that. Uses so little mana, it's wonderful. So I think I'm going to make it our Honestly, we'll probably like never use Crystal Storm now that we have that. So, come over here and let's get like a plat. Whoops. Put all our money away. Let's get out 2 platinum and then do some serious reforging. Golden Shower, we need a better one. Murderous works for now. That's gonna... it's pretty good. Sword that we'll never use. We need a better one. Deadly. Good enough for me, considering we'll hardly ever use it. Gatligator. That's the one that I really want to reforge. Forceful, not good enough. We need better. Staunch. Staunch is pretty good, actually. Sighted is not bad, actually. I want to go for like a really good reforge on this. Superior, I'm going to take. I don't think that that's great, but I have to remind myself that we don't have a ton of money. And if we get like a destroyer or something, I don't want to be sitting on like a garbage Gatligator. I want this to be the thing that we go crazy with. In fact, with that in mind, sorry, one last bit of preparation. I'll tell you what, we'll do it the easiest possible way. Oh, we need money, so... what can I sell? I can sell this pixie dust. And anything else? I don't want to sell Souls of Flight because we'll need them at some point. I can sell this Crimtane ore. Okay, now we have enough ammo in case we get into a bad situation. Let's come get some, do a little bit of inventory. Sorry, guys. I know I usually do this off camera, but I'm too excited about making... I'm gonna make some crystal bullets. That's what I'm gonna do. Wherever I make those. I don't even know. Should be at my anvil, right? Yeah, crystal bullets. Let's go ahead and craft 950. Perfect. We still have a little bit of crystal left. We have... soon this will be a 99 stack and we'll never worry about it again. Celebrate good times, add another Ankh Charm piece to the collection. And the rest of the inventory management I will do off camera. Thank you so much for watching. And leave a like if you enjoyed, leave a comment if you have anything to say. I will see you next time.